My name is McKay and this is the Style Show. In today's video, we got a cool story time and just a motivational video about what it is to continue life when you're being tested. And I'm gonna give you my personal story because the Style Show is me. I am McKay, and it wouldn't be the Style Show without telling you what I'm going through, not just fashion related and tips about fitness and looking good, but also about facing the hard truth about when problems come up, how to deal with them, and how to overcome them and get stronger. Let's get right into the episode.
The Style Show begins now.
Finish up with some coffee. So yeah, how to stay focused when life tests you. Interesting enough, this is perfect because I've been noticing the tests I'm going through, and I believe it comes from what you're watching right now, is overcoming what life is throwing at you and still continuing to stay focused on what it is your vision is, and to continue no matter what. Not let life quit, not let you quit because of life. These things come and you end up worrying more than actually living. To get through these challenges that I've been going through, I'm going to share about the challenges. Practically right now, I'm not even in my own home. This is someone else's environment, and they're kind enough to let me be here. But in that, I've been sleeping on couches. I've maxed out on hotel budgets. I've been kicked out of my mom's house, out of my dad's house. My grandparents won't talk to me. For some reason, I am the enemy of my family when, they're the ones who brought me into the world. They're the ones who showed me things. And yet I've made a boundless victory from the life they did and the mistakes they made in life. And yet I'm still seeing their projections onto me, and I no longer can weigh that weight, right? I've done a lot of inner healing myself. I've done a lot of, I'm sober. I'm almost gonna be hitting 2 years sober now, something too my family hasn't done. And so you're seeing a shift in reality where whether it's about money or mindset, like what can you buy and what can't you buy? Unfortunately, you can't buy sobriety. You can't buy a healthy mindset. So you have to work on it. So when life's, testing you, it's just like a video game, right? You're going to play this game, you're the character, and you are going to see these challenges. And until you beat that mission, you will have to repeat that mission over and over and over again. So if you always seem like you're on a hump, but you always want to get to the next level, you want to get to the next chapter or the next step, ask yourself, what aren't you doing this time? There's a there's a rule by a very famous person, I forget his name, but it's the inversion, steps of inversion. So instead of going, what do I need to do? What do I need to not do? Then that allows you to flip the space and do the things that you're not essentially supposed to be doing. So you could avoid that. So essentially, there's the famous quote by the guy, I believe, and it's, show me where I die and I won't go there. And it's like, okay, yeah, very simple. But, I don't want to really get into too much of the physical facts about what had happened. But look, I just left LA, and I made a risk and I made a hopeful environment to, heal and, rebond the relationship with my parents. And unfortunately, I had to see that I was a lot more mentally mature than them in other areas. And, not everything is just about physical money to separate. In this, what I've been doing is I've still been posting content. I had some extra content filmed on my hard drive. I decided to edit it and post it. It's been going good, right? Chaos is the biggest thing that we're going to deal with. The world is chaotic, right? But how you overcome it is small steps daily. Patience is huge. And this stuff represents your personal style too. This all goes into what style is. And I believe that was my mission on earth, is to identify and help people find their personal style, not just with clothing and accessories and the look, but the mindset. Because without that, I wouldn't be who I am today. It doesn't matter about what I wear. It's about how I feel on the inside. It's about when I walk into a place, you want to be that powerful to where you don't have to speak, but yet you're speaking without saying a word. Now, of course, there's some many tips to improve this where I've read a lot of books. I've studied and listened to a lot of seminars, a lot of wise people, and I've created an asset of information and used to build this quality. That's what's also going to come into this for you is, using your pain as fuel is going to be the biggest passion that you can do, because it's going to drive you to move forward. Like there is a part of revenge that is positive. Like if you don't use the revenge, well, what are you going to fuel yourself to really get over to the next level, right? Otherwise, you're just going to keep dragging and keep staying in the same space. Because I was feeling unwanted, uncertain, and unstable, but now feeling that has made me want to feel stable, certain, and wanted. So in order to feel that way, what am I going to do? What steps do I need to change? You have to literally change things. So when you come to developing yourself for the next bit and to get to the next challenge, when life is throwing this at you, you have to stay focused every day on minimal steps, because those minimal steps are going to overcome the bigger picture, right? So staying focused, whether it's listening to positive music. If I wasn't listening to positive music, I wouldn't be walking so happy. Like when you see me walking on the street, people have stopped me in their car and said, "Hey bro, you look good." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And I look over, it's like 3 girls in a car. And, I didn't really say nothing because, I'm not in a position for any of that. But what I had said was, "Thank you so much. I needed to hear that today. I hope you have a good day." And they drove off, right? And so that's how strong it is, to where when you're walking, you're literally bringing in energy. I want you to stop worrying and start living. And there's steps to do this, and you need to embrace it. If you're still using addiction, if you're still on addiction, you need to clear your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is where you speak from and how you receive from. So if you're addicted to smoking or drinking, it's blocking your throat chakra to sound more relevant and to sound more pure and to sound more echo to the energy that you're putting out. Because if that's clogged and that's spiritually blocked, I'm not really going to take your words. Your energy comes through voice. You speak your reality into existence. So if your throat chakra's blocked, how else do you expect to speak your life into existence if your own body has a block within itself? And we're not even talking about the third eye, the sacral chakra, or the root chakra. So these things are going to allow your personal style to blossom and shine. So yes, you can put clothes on. Yes, you can wear whatever it is that you want to wear, that you got some from Zara or you bought from Hypebeast, whatever the expensive quality products you have. Great, you're gonna look fire. Everyone's gonna think about it. But the second you speak, am I gonna be entertained? Am I gonna be drawn to your energy? Am I going to understand, wow, this person really has an impact on the conversation. This person has some really value into. So this is going to allow you to break through the tests when you're being focused, when you're being tested by life, because essentially you're going to be tested. You're tested right now. If you're watching this video, you're being tested. And the test for you is to break through to the next level. I want to get there with you, and I'm going to be there on the other side. So let's do it together, guys. Make sure to hit the like and the follow button so we can post more videos just like this, because we're on a journey just like this. So the Style Show is for you to see my personal development and my growth, and also give you the best tips I can give you to improve your personal style. You're going to make it to the other side. You just have to want to. You have to take steps, and it's that simple. Take the first step and you're beyond to the next life, the new life that's yours. My name is McKay, and this is the Style Show. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace. Make sure you click these videos right here. The one in the red is the one YouTube thinks you'll like the most. Check it out.
Thank you for listening to the short interruption brought to you by